At sa pagkakataong ito, balikan po natin ang panayam kay Dr. Avelino ng Philippine National AIDS Council o PNAC. Tag team kami ni Maris sa inyo dahil meron din akong nais itanong. Yes. Kasi matagal ko na rin sinusundan itong issue ng AIDS sa ating bansa. At alam ko na concern kayo na tumataas nga yung akaso, yung bilang ng HIV/AIDS sa ating bansa. 500 in just 1 month, no? October. Right. Which is, of course, higher than usual. Pero globally speaking, Doc, sinasabi ng World Health Organization, matagal na, mula nung nag-umpisa itong epidemic, na sa atin, yung spread ng HIV ay low and slow. Much less than countries, for example, like Thailand or United States or many countries in Africa. No? So, in that perspective, what kind of attention should the government be giving to this disease when there are much deadlier disease or killers in the Philippines? Dengue lang, no? Yes. Kills maybe thousands a year, along with other diseases like tuberculosis, malaria. If we start creating public clamor to devote more resources to HIV cures and prevention, wouldn't that take money away from deadlier diseases, katulad ng dengue nga?
Okay. Howie, the first thing na dapat malaman natin ngayon sa Pilipinas is that yes, worldwide, ang HIV ay pababa na. Subalit, in 11 countries, napagkakitaan ito na may 25% increase in the last 10 years. At kabilang dito sa 11 o sa 9 na bansang ito ay ang Pilipinas. And we have graduated from the low and slow type of epidemic. The Philippines is now categorized as concentrated epidemic. Then that means that we are showing a fast increasing number of cases among subpopulation groups. And ito yung mga population na nakikita natin na mga taong nagtuturok ng bawal na droga and sharing needles and syringes, at mga kalalakihang nakikipagsiping sa kapwa lalaki.
Okay, just
so ito. Yeah. Now, with regards to the concern na baka maiba, no, ma-prioritize, yung government with other diseases. That's true. That's actually the sentiment of other people na baka ma-pull sa yung ibang resources sa HIV. But then again, we have to consider that dengue, for example, is an acute disease. It's curable. HIV is a lingering, chronic, and a long-standing disease. At final analysis mo, if we don't invest now in HIV, it will eat up our resources, not only now, but in the future, once we have increasing number of Filipinos getting the virus. So yun yung ina-avoid natin na let's invest in prevention now. Let's promote testing now para magkaroon ng maagang pagbibigay ng serbisyo, so less ang expenses.
In other words, kung i-prevent natin from it becoming a larger problem, mas lalo tayong makakatipid in terms of health resources. No? Yes. Pero yung sinasabi nyo about AIDS being an incurable disease. No? I mean, may mga famous examples. Halimbawa, yung basketball star na si Magic Johnson, na alam natin na matagal nang may HIV, but he's leading a normal life because of a combination of medication na sinabi niyo sa akin kanina, off-camera, na bumababa rin yung cost, no? Yung gastos para sa mga yung anti-AIDS or anti-HIV na medication. So it's possible na pwede kang magkaroon ng infection sa HIV and still live a long and normal life.
Yes, I have a good friend. He was diagnosed at the age of 17. He's now 55 and he's still strong and living and a family person. No? So mahaba pa. There's life after the diagnosis of positive for HIV. Importante lang na first magpa-test, and number 2, once you are enrolled in medication, walang bakasyon sa medication. So, ibig sabihin, you have to take the medication for life and religiously. Walang vacation break dyan.
Para maintenance for hypertension.
Yes, like we are taking
diabetes,
hypertension or anti-hypertensive drug. Ganon din sa HIV. No? Dapat religious. Parang mas mahaba. Tumaba pa ang buhay.
I want to ask you about a point you made. No? Sabi mo, tumataas yung mga kaso sa Pilipinas because tumataas din yung practice ng needle sharing. No?
Right.
Kasi alam ko, nung nag-umpisa itong epidemic, mataas sa Thailand kasi nga sinasabi ng mga eksperto na maraming nagtuturok doon. At
Yes.
dito sa Pilipinas, in contrast, hindi masyadong uso yung nagtuturok. Iba yung mga droga dito sa atin. No? Are you saying even drug behavior is changing and that's resulting in a higher rate of HIV infection? So, that's also another kind of social problem. Na nagbabago yung drug use pattern sa atin, and it's leading to health implications.
At ang nakakatakot pa nito ay iba talaga ang characteristic or profile ng ating drug users. In the Philippines, we use nalbuphine hydrochloride, which is a preoperative anesthesia. Unlike sa ibang bansa, especially sa Asian countries, nagtitake sila ng cocaine, mga ganyan, no? Heroin, which can be, may substitute na pwede na
Is this a
ibigay.
recent phenomenon, itong behavior na to, na nagtuturok yung mga Pilipino ng, what's that, a pre-surgery kind of
anesthesia.
anesthesia?
Yes.
So, kailangan may source ka sa loob ng mga ospital for this?
Isa rin yan na dapat natin tignan, no? Kasi bakit lumalabas ito sa dapat hindi
Ano naman yung
lumalabas?
demographic nito? Yung
These
magamit ito na may HIV na rin.
Kabataang kalimitan. At
May kaya or what?
all range, no?
Kasi you
Nasa
need money to
ABC,
buy this, no?
ABC na ND. At nakikita na rin natin na meron na rin mga babaeng nagtuturok. In the last surveillance that we had, mataas ang prevalence ng mga kababaihan sa isang rehiyon dito sa ating bansa.
Which
na
region?
Nagtuturok. Region 7, na nagtuturok sila at nahawaan na rin ng HIV. And in time, yung anak nila maaaring mahawa rin ng
When did you
HIV.
first start noticing this kind of pattern and behavior?
We had noticed it in 2007.
2007
We informed
and it's
the public.
rising, itong incidence
Yes,
ito.
it was rising. And we were saying na pwede pang ibalik. Pwede pa natin.
But it's still rising up to now.
But then, walang
Hindi kasi
nangyari
natutukan
rin.
tong problemang to. No? So that's another story for us to follow up. One last question, sir, kasi we're running out of time.
Yes.
Yung WHO, World Health Organization, nung ina-analyze nila kung bakit noon, no, low and slow yung HIV spread dito sa atin, they were saying, kasi siguro, ang karamihan ng Pilipinong lalaki ay circumcised, tuli. May implications dyan for hygiene and the lower risk of spreading HIV. So kahit hindi gumagamit ng condom, there's a lower risk of spreading this disease. No? Of course, we don't want to be telling that, we don't want to be emphasizing that too much kasi baka maging kampante yung mga Pilipino na hindi na gumamit ng condom. But at the same time, hanggang ngayon ba? Totoo kaya yan? Kasi tumataas na yung bilang. Pero kayo ba mismo in the AIDS as an advocate against AIDS, no? Do you believe that reason na circumcised ang mga Pilipino kaya mas mababa ang infection dito sa atin?
Malaki ang factor na kinocontribute ng circumcision. But the bottom line there is hygiene. No? Because if you're not circumcised, then mas malakas at mataas ang probability na mag-retain ka ng mga bacteria sa prefuse ng organ ng lalaki. But kung tinatanggal yung skin na yon, yung foreskin, no? Yung supot, mas madaling malinis at palaging tuyo. So, magiging hindi siya ground for bacteria growth.
Okay, so laging maging malinis.
Malinis at mapanuri.
Whether or not you're circumcised.
Yes.
Okay, maraming salamat, Dr.
Thank you.
Perchito Avellino ng Philippine National AIDS Council o PNAC.